If you're not in the loop, Brawlhalla just announced patch 5.0, the 5-year anniversary patch. It's chock full of content, Easter eggs, UI updates, FX updates, and redesigns to a couple characters. I'll give you a quick rundown of everything you need to know, and then I'm going to eat some breakfast because it's going to be like 3 p.m. by the time I finish this and I haven't eaten yet. But first up, you can see on the main menu that there's a celebration UI takeover. It's featuring the newest skin, Ritzy Bodvar, as well as a lineup of the original 8 legends marching at the top of the screen. It's a nice little callback to the Brawlhalla history books if you're a fan of those. I mean, me, I don't read, so. There's a new podium with the Brawlhalla chess piece logo thingy, and it shines and it glimmers through your lock-in. Ooh, cool. I don't use podiums because I don't have any. There's an entire brand new color scheme called Gala that looks insanely good. I mean, look at this Mako. That's kind of crazy. The new doodle avatars for the newest legends. I know a lot of people are looking out for those. And there's a brand new 5-year cake taunt that you can, you know, get a little birthday cake, and that people are going to use to tell you that you have the mental capacity of a 5-year-old after they gimp you. So that's kind of cool. The new title system that's been hinted at for a while now has an early launch, with select esports championship titles implemented, with much more planned in the future, including old MetaDev owners. If you're an old MetaDev owner, you know, I'm sure you're looking out for that. But you know, big deal, right? Lots of new content, legacy, loyalty accomplishment system, an entire new color scheme. No, you know, I'm a gamer, okay? I am mad about everything, not good enough, sorry. Well, if that's you, then I've got some good news, because patch 5.0, it also has some very cool FX in-game updates that I think are very timely. First up, you'll notice that gravity canceling has an updated effect. It creates this little air platform that, I mean, it just looks great. There's not much to say about it. It just looks great. The old one was fine, but this one kind of just feels like a more modern visual, and I think it helps also pack more of a punch when you actually do that. You know, I use GC Sig. Actually, kind of looks like you're standing on air. Very cool. There's also now an added visual for when you use up your last air jump. Many of you may not know this, but there is actually 2 visuals for when you run out of jumps currently. The most obvious one being that your character becomes grayed out, and you know, that's cool, that's nice, it's still in the game, but it wasn't an infallible system because it could be difficult to notice when using darker colors in the heat of the moment. And there's also the second one that I'm sure most of you probably don't even know about, which is that the air clouds when using your jumps progressively get smaller and smaller until the last one is just a little wisp. You know, again, that's cool, it's nice, it's still in the game, but this is something that you probably almost never noticed in the heat of the battle. I mean, I know I did, and I've been playing this game since 2015. With this patch, there's a clear red burst when you use your last air jump to go along with the other visuals to show the player, look, you got no air jumps left. I don't know what to tell you. You only got recovery and dodge. Oh, you used your recovery and dodge? Guess what? There's also a new sweat effect now to show you that you have no options left, and that is very cool. These are quality of life changes that help visually demonstrate information, like when you're out of options, when your dodge comes back online after using everything else. Gravity cancel startup, which, you know, all of these either didn't have any indication before or were subtle and hard to pick out, especially for newer players or those with visual impairments. 3 more effects that I'm going to go over very quickly. There's a clearer wall touch animation, so players don't run into that, oh, I felt like I wall touched here, but I never did, that feeling as frequently. There's an updated dodge animation that features this little shield curling. It's a very nice touch. And there's also smoke trails on high force hits to give more of a, you know, punch to those big axe airs or terror side sigs that have a lot of startup. I probably shouldn't get hit by them, but I get hit by them literally every single time, and I thought I dodged it, but I didn't. I posted about these when I saw them for the first time, like 30 minutes ago. So I'm basically just plagiarizing, but, you know, if I said it, it's not plagiarizing, okay? I think these FX updates are extremely good changes. They increase the visual appeal and quality of the minute-to-minute gameplay. They offer clear indicators of resources to newer and more experienced players alike. Again, you know, I sometimes forget when I track my jumps, but that's okay. They also offer a brilliant solution to gameplay altering mods. You know, this is something that top players have been talking about for a while, which is that if you just change the colors of jumps, you change the color of gravity cancel, of wall touch, of dash, you can easily just get an advantage over other players, because these visuals that were kind of masked behind this super minimalist design, they're hard to tell. And now with these updates, it's still minimalist, it still fits the style, but it's clear and it looks good. These specifically are launching into test features when patch 5.0 comes out. Yeah, I don't know when that is. Maybe this week, maybe next week. They don't tell me anything. I mean, why would they? I put an iguana fart live on the dev stream, so it kind of makes sense. But they don't want them to impact the world championships, which are going on right now, and that makes a lot of sense. But when they do get put into the game, I think they'll fit perfectly. I'm very excited for this. But anyway, that's a super quick rundown of the upcoming update. I hope you're as excited about it as I am, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, you thought I forgot? Thatch. Wahoo!
Look how they massacred my boy.
Sentinel too.